Just welcome to my channel. First video. Excited. After 30 years, 30 plus years in IT, I'll be hanging it up. Years of helping people and rebooting things and resetting things and refreshing things. It feels like it's time to refresh myself and go on to the next stage of life, which is retirement. Here to maybe give a different perspective from those in the IT field. Some of my thoughts on planning retirement. It's not something I really thought a lot about until maybe the past year, and then even more this past 2 months actually. Been looking at numbers, calculations, projections, just so much info. It seems like it's a little overwhelming actually. But yeah, I'm looking at the soonest possibly the end of the year, which would be 2026, or possibly pushing it to like April, May, June of 2027. So either way, I will be currently 55. If I push it till next year or that time frame, I'll be 56. So I feel like I still have decent health, no major issues. Kind of happy about that. Can definitely make some adjustments. I think that's the portion of retirement that I'm not afraid of that piece of it, and I don't think I will struggle to some degree. But hey, who knows? That's what this is all about. Is kind of finding my way. And I apologize. I'm going to be looking a little bit to the left. I had wrote down a few notes just to kind of help me with this video. Like I said, I have about 30 years in IT. Actually graduated in 1995 with the comp sci degree. And it's been an interesting career. I really love IT. From the very beginning, from high school, I just was really fascinated with computers and what they could do. And at a time when there was no cell phones or no internet or no email or anything, and then graduating in 95 and then seeing sort of that internet boom right around that time. My first job was at an internet company. So I worked at a couple internet companies, and then finally these past 22 years, all that internet experience and dealing with support and internet related things that an internet provider would do, like hosting and DNS. And I apologize, some of these acronyms for the casual listener may not make sense. I do apologize for that. But yeah, and then eventually moving over to do support for a higher education institution, and starting there kind of as like a first tier system admin type tech and sysadmin, and then later on, the past several years I've been an IT supervisor. So it's been a great career, but I just kind of find myself, there's a little bit of wanting to do other things. There's a little bit of, I don't have that same drive and that same passion I did when I was younger. And to me, that's an important thing. It's an integrity thing for me personally. Like I want to feel like I'm in it and not kind of just going through the motions. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't affect my work or anything like that. But there's, it seems like when I became in my 50s, you start thinking, just thinking like, man, maybe I've lived 2/3 of my life already, and I only got a third left, and my health isn't going to get better. It's going to deteriorate as I get towards those later years. So retiring and doing something maybe for myself, something that I enjoy, and that's the next chapter for me. That's what I want to experience. I'm also a musician, so I'm not worried about finding things to do. I think I'll have the opportunity to do a lot of things I do like to do. I do have hobbies that do keep me busy. being a kind of sort of an online musician and transitioning from, amplifiers and kind of this hard equipment with speakers. I'm now doing everything on the computer with, with different programs. Still using my instruments, but obviously I don't need an amplifier. So it's been a really great experience to kind of do this online, meeting a lot of individuals and, just creating things. I think the process of creating things, and it does keep my mind really active, really busy. I do think that's important. Just keeping your mind. I always kind of feel like if your mind is active, hopefully your body will follow. And it also just kind of keeps you at peace and with yourself. So that's kind of where I'm at this point in time. I'm at the early stages, discussing things, planning things, looking at things. And like I said, it's been a fun ride. I'm curious to hear from others who are in the same situation, whether they're just starting their retirement, planning it, been in it for years. I've actually, this whole video, I started to look up information, been kind of just really blown away with some of the videos online of people just sharing, and it's been really touching. It's been really informative. Just hearing everyone's perspectives. So I'm kind of throwing my hat in the ring here as well, just to give my side of where I'm at. Being in the IT field, I'm curious to hear from others as well, not just from anyone that's either in my situation or if you are coming from an IT background. Curious on your mindset, your mind, your abilities, comparing yourself to when you're younger and as you age. Physically, you type on a keyboard 30 years. It wears on your hands. I have issues with my hands. I'm sure it's carpal tunnel. It's not major to where it's affecting me in extreme pain, but there are days where, I can't do too much stuff with my hands because then I'm kind of hurting later. So, there's that portion of it. Spending all your time sitting down is not good. That's no excuse also because, there's nothing preventing me from getting out and walking and doing activities, which is what I want to do more of. I do work in a sort of an indirectly medical field. It's a residency training program. So one of the things that stuck out to me that a doctor said, I heard a doctor say, was that sitting is the new smoking. He said this several years ago. And that, I don't know, that just always stuck with me. Having spent a lot of time sitting, I don't want that to be my future. I don't smoke. These are just the things on my mind. Just sorry to rattle off a few things at you, but I just want to hear from people where they're coming from. Hopefully they're on a good path. Hopefully they got similar experiences, knowledge to share, maybe just connect. Who knows? Definitely looking forward to that. As I said, I do have hobbies. So I'm not the mental part of retirement doesn't worry me. I do feel like that's where I want to be. Maybe a few weeks ago, I actually started just going through my desk and clearing things out and finding old things of like when my daughters would come and be at my work and they would draw stuff. I had things in there years and started gathering those up and taking them home. Gave a couple things away. I think I had some bookends I gave away. And it didn't freak me out. So I felt that because that didn't freak me out, it was kind of mentally preparing me for my exit, so to speak. And I feel good about it. And I think that's kind of a good thing to say. I'm not stressed about it. I think I'm in an okay place. That's where I'm at. That's kind of where my mindset is at. And as my channel says, I've been doing support for, don't get me wrong, I love helping people. I don't know what it is. It might just be there's some satisfaction when you have when you're trusted, when you're a person of high integrity, people rely on you. That's like a good feeling, and that's kind of been what always has kept me going. So I still feel that, that's still a part of me. Retirement doesn't change that about me. But as a supervisor, you're doing a lot of things that aren't necessarily support anymore. A lot of things are, you're dealing with things that, to me, aren't the fun side of IT. It's not the things that kept me going all those years. So a part of that might be weighing on me as well. But that just comes with the territory, right? Whenever you're in sort of a management or supervisor role, there's added things on that, and that's not, it's not in a negative way. It's just over time, you're finding yourself not doing the things you truly love anymore. And then just being overall tired of, in general. I think I watched a few videos, and, there's been this echoing of, some people just being tired, physically tired, not realizing how physically tired they were until they were retired. So maybe that might be me as well. So over this next 6 months to a year, I will be going through this process, probably documenting a few things with videos, hopefully sharing, if it connects with anyone, that's great. Let you know if you stumble across this, please like, follow, and share. It's I kind of hate saying that. It seems kind of cheesy. But I think it's there's a lot of other people in this sort of 55 plus, and I think liking, following, commenting, sharing all kind of helps everyone out. We're all kind of in the same boat. Thank you for tuning in, and I'm hoping to share more of my thoughts, my music. The bumper on this video is a song that I had put together a while back. It's primarily me with all, that's done everything, the singing, the guitar parts, the drum programming. The bass player is actually a really good acquaintance out of Canada. That's been part of my journey as well, as creating music. Hopefully the bumper on this video is okay. It's I've always enjoyed rock, but I do like playing other types of music, so that's just one of my hobbies I do enjoy. So thank you for your time, and looking forward to hearing from some of you. And for those planning retirement, in retirement, I wish you well.